Alright, so according to this tweet, Fire's producer Hiroki reveals that the team is working hard on rollback netcode and also reveals she has something new in the works. What does it mean? No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. Xenoverse 2 producer Hirano reveals that we only want to hear about Dragon Ball Fighters because we're Dragon Ball Fighters players, you know. Xenoverse has their own things going on, their own problems. They both sold 10 million copies. That's great. Dragon Ball Fighters is the best selling Dragon Ball game they've ever made. No, the free games do not count because they are free. So shut up, nerd. But they showed the team in many copies. Yeah, well, look at the release dates, dude. I think Xenoverse came out 2 years earlier than Dragon Ball Fighters, but yet they're tied right or around the same ballpark. So that interview, and I think roughly around here is what we want to hear. And before I get into this, just a reminder, the battle hour is January 27th and 28th. It is going to be in Los Angeles. That is sick because that means I can just drive there and drive home the same day. So I'll see some of you at the battle hour. It's the same weekend at Frosty's. People were having a hissy fit about it being the same weekend at Frosty's, but people forget that people book these venues months, maybe even a year in advance, maybe more. You know, maybe they had a deal or a contract or something. I don't know, but I'll see you guys there. We could all either, you know, one, celebrate together, or two, be sad together. We'll find out in like 3 months and some change. It's not too far from now. So again, we'll be sad together, or we'll be happy together. We'll see what happens. Who's going to be there with me? Whose shoulder am I going to cry on? I don't know. So moving on to the interview. I want people to love Dragon Ball for a long time. Please tell us about the future prospects for Fighters and Xenoverse 2. Hiroki, Fighters is a fighting game title that we have been working hard on for a long time, and we have held tournaments every year since its release. True. And people from all over the world participate. We'll be holding a world tour again this year, and we would like to continue to do things that will keep people playing the game for a long time. Okay, that's interesting because either they're gaslighting us or maybe they'll make Super Dragon Ball Fighters. Maybe they'll make Dragon Ball Fighters 2. Maybe they'll just keep updating this game. Maybe they'll just keep doing world tours. I would like to say they would be lying, but they've been giving us a world tour every year, which is absurd to me, which is very surprising. We all thought, you know, COVID hit, pandemic, it's over. No, we got another one. We're like, okay, this is the last one. This is the final send-off. No, we got another one. And then we got patches, and we're like, okay, this is the last one. Then we got another patch. We're like, oh shit. And then we got another world tour. I mean, they keep giving us things, and sometimes they're not necessarily what we want, but they're still giving us things, which is insane to me. Let's continue on, right? This is Hirano's section, Xenoverse 2. This doesn't really pertain to us. And mind you, this is a translation of the Japanese website. This could not be a perfect one-to-one translation, obviously, because it's using an online translator. But it seems like it does a well enough job, and other people that speak Japanese have reaffirmed what's being stated here. Please give a message to the fans for Fighters in Xenoverse 2. When we released Xenoverse 2, we declared that we wanted people to play it for a long time, saying we'll be running it for 1 year. The Dragon Ball game team is committed to delivering the best of fans of both Xenoverse 2 and Fighters. I would like to continue to do this in the future, so please look forward to it. I want to do my best to make everyone's wishes come true, or rather create a surprise. Most recently, Xenoverse 2 released the latest DLC themed to the movie Dragon Ball Super Superheroes in May, so we hope you enjoy that first. Hiroki, for Fighters, we're introducing a netcode called Rollback. It's been 15 months since Rollback has been announced that it is coming to the game. 15. Okay? 15. Can you believe that? 15 months since Rollback has been announced. A rollback system that everybody can expect. So we appreciate your patience. I would be very grateful if you could support me. Anything for you, Mommy Hiroki. I would go to the ends of the earth for Dami Mommy. Alright? In addition to Fighters, we will continue to convey the charm of Dragon Ball in ways that are different from Xenoverse 2 and Fighters. So, yeah, this is other games. Dragon Ball The Breakers. I think that's like the Dead by Daylight type game. I don't think it's doing very well. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. As Bandai Namco Entertainment, we want to do our best. We aim for 10 million copies of each game and even more. I especially want to say that we work as a team. And remember, like, Hiroki's part of Bandai, not ArcSys. So just keep that in mind. This seems like ArcSys isn't a part of this anymore. We want to do our best. We aim for 10 million copies for each game and even more. Well, I don't think you're gonna get that with Breakers. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm under the impression, and I've been under the impression since the beginning. Just, you know, give you a little, you know, Illuminati theory of mine. And I've said this many times. The whole reason they're putting so much damn effort and work into rollback is because they're trying to future-proof it. Not for Budokai. Not for Budokai. Sorry, Budokai bros, you're cooked. I'm sorry, bro. Budokai gonna be delay-based netcode. It's gonna be ass. It's gonna be. You're gonna be sucking shit through a straw, bros. I am so sorry for your loss, dude. But you know, maybe they're trying to dabble into traditional fighting games now, right? They did it with Fighters. I think Fighters is Bandai Namco outside of Tekken. Well, Tekken's their 3D fighter, but it's still traditional, right? But yeah, so they're dabbling into more traditional fighters. That's my theory. So they're trying to future-proof rollback for other traditional fighting games. Because again, this isn't the Tekken 8 rollback. I'm pretty sure they're two different entities, you know? I don't think the rollback they're working for Fighters is the same rollback they use for Tekken. And you gotta remember, your rollback has to be better for faster paced games. Because rollback, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, rollback predicts what you try to do, right? And if it's wrong, that's why it rolls back. If it thinks you're going to do a stand heavy punch and you do an overhead, the game will show stand heavy punch, but it's like, oh, that's wrong, so it'll roll back. And then that's why you'll already be in the middle of your overhead, because the game's like, I was wrong, we have to do it. Send that shit back, bro. Send it back to the production line. And then you just get hit and you're like, damn, that's crazy. So that's why rollback gets worse the higher it is, because it has less time to predict. If it's 8 frames of rollback, it has to predict 8 frames in advance. And if it's wrong, and again, it could be wrong, you know, it's got to be like, oh, fuck, we were wrong. We predicted wrong. And there's a big margin of error, right? But if it has like 1 frame of rollback and it's just off by 1 frame, then it rolls back 1 frame and it's not really that noticeable. You're not going to typically notice 1 frame all the time. Moving on. My crackpot theory is they're working on another game that's going to need this level of rollback. That's why it's taking so damn long. And again, faster paced games need better levels of rollback because it has to predict more in less time and with less margin of error. I especially want to say that we work as a team. It's not about each title. It's about the team for the Dragon Ball game. We're all working together to create this Dragon Ball game so that people can continue to look forward to it. I also have a new release coming up. It's definitely new work. Please wait. In addition, we also have the Dragon Ball Games Battle event every year. I would like to continue this event as long as possible. So if you're interested, please check out past archives. So, best case scenario, and tinfoil hats, whatever, EX Copium, so much Copium, it's spelled with a K. A Jumpstar game, but it's a traditional fighting game. That's a tag-based game. That would be crazy. Not gonna happen. Right? Most realistic answer, another Dragon Ball 2D fighting game. Well, 2.5D, right? 2.5D fighting game. Realistic answer if they're working on another game. They've already announced Budokai 4. That's not the new game. They got their Dead by Daylight game. It's not going to be that. Kakarot is out. They're still updating that. What else could it be? Because Budokai is replacing Xenoverse, right? They got their horror game. They have their story game with Kakarot. The only avenue, unless they dabble into something brand new, like a card. Oh my god, no, wait, there's already a card game, right? Kind of? So, I want to hear what your crackpot theories are. Those are mine. And before we get into ending the video, let's just look at some of the quote tweets from people. We're here. Alright, Tyrant, you guys know Tyrant. BT4 is cool, but can we get another real fighting game, please? Dbfz is way too good to not follow up on. Well, according to them, there's a new game in the works. What is it? I don't know. Dato leaves the country, and we want to start saying it new again. So Dato's like, bruh, I'm begging Dragon Ball games to forgive me for whatever I did wrong. Lotus, you know, pondering what was said here, talking about new game, keep Dragon Ball going, things like. So as you can see, other people are like, okay, what the hell can it be? And again, maximum Copium with the K. There's not many avenues that they could go to, and they've already filled some of those avenues. Budokai Tenkaichi is going to replace Xenoverse. Dragon Ball Breakers is their introduction to horror type games. Kakarot is their story mode based game, right? I'm pretty sure that's still gonna get DLC. We'll see what happens. Put your tinfoil hats on with me, and we'll find out at the Battle Hour. See who was right and who was wrong. Let me leave you with this. Is rollback gonna be announced at the Battle Hour with an official date? I vote yes, actually, because it's the best time to do it. Are they gonna announce a new game? Maybe not, but it would be the perfect time to do it, and it gives them time. They've mentioned the game already. Well, maybe they'll give a teaser like they did Budokai. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Please like, sub, comment. You know the works. Bye!